Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Oh, yeah, how did you? It's supposed to be...
This is of young Sir Wade.
Oh.
He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter.
Uh-huh.
Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
Excuse me? Oh, it sucks to be you. Oh, that's good. Oh, Commander Gruntwork.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape?
Yeah.
Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance.
I mean, he just lost a hand.
No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it.
He went around.
So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert.
Thank you, Vivian, for being so smart.
Through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Why my life? Hold on. Also, she's got such a way with words.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw.
What is it, best boy? Tell me.
It seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, All roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Candlewood on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a...
You just want to hang out with your nephew.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Man.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Alright. Thank you, Lord Byron. Thank you, Vivian, for everything you do. Are there any side quests I need to take care of before we go? Oops, I pressed a button. Nope. Alright, let's go to Otto. Wait, I did a side quest.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Anything good here? No. I need 30 more. Damn it. What about you, Got?
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go.
I've never... Oh, no. I've literally never seen you have anything.
Something in there.
Alright, Otto.
Otto. Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The lands around the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom.
Fiefdom.
Trouble on the way. You ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Thanks, Gav.
Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Alright, Gav, once again, you're staying behind, but you should still be having all your limbs, please. I struggled to think of something that wouldn't be horrible for you. Had to double check. Alright, let's go, Uncle Byron.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart.
Let's get out of here.
Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
I like him. If he betrays me, I'm gonna be sad. If he dies, I'm gonna be mad. Alright, let's go to Velkroy Desert. Fun fact, difference between a desert and a dessert is that dessert has two S's, like you want seconds. Whoa, the Dothraki Republic.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
And just all the monsters spawn in front of me. Riddle of the Sands. Beyond the sands of time. Okay, do I have to touch this for it to work? Hey! Cat, how are you doing, friend? Hello!
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins.
Thanks, Uncle Byron.
Welcome well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
I think we'll be okay. I haven't seen any... Oh, he's dead. That's fine. Just a warning shot. I think I hit it so hard he stayed in the air. About the scorpions. Let's kill some stuff and see how strong we are. Oh right, dog combos. Let's practice our magic cancels.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together.
Really?
Your father on a scouting expedition to the lakes.
You are talking very calmly for us fighting scorpions right now, sir.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle.
Aw.
I shall never forget how Elwyn Musto Muse sat in the sand, falling like a babe.
Thank you, Uncle. Muda, 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 muda. Muda! I thought he survived. I was like, oh lord, no. This poor creature. That's fine. Did we have to kill those things? Probably not. Do I have the right equipment on? Items. Oh, I'm out of a lot of my potions too, actually. Oop, that's not good. Abilities. We got the big boy punch for punching babies. We got super biggie punch. Healing fires. Let's actually take off the chicken spin and put back on heat wave. I'm not gonna use Ramu like at all anymore. It's not bad. I just don't. He doesn't fit how I want to play. Wicked Wheel. I think I'll put Gouge back on. This is increase abilities, increase combo damage, and increase experience. I have a better experience one? Oh god. Rodorolada! Mika, thank you so much for the bits. You help keep the lights on. Thank you so much, friendo. You're majestic and everyone's proud of you. We will punch the hell out of a chicken in your honor. And we'll put on our experience. That scared me too. Alright, Lord Byron. We're gonna practice our chicken punching. Oh. Chicken punch. Got him. Clive, please, they're just birds. They have to die, Uncle. I need the experience points. The what, son? The experience points. Clive, this isn't a game, Clive. I've got to level up, Uncle. What are you talking about? Like it's like the whole level up system is just in Clive's head? Survivors? They're dead. Anyway.
Those soldiers were in the inn.
Hello, sir. You're lucky your chicken is not vulnerable to being cut in half.
Cook has finally made his move.
Oh, cool. One more chicken punch for chat. Chat, watch out. It's coming right for you. I'll stop it. Did I level this up? I did. Alright. Anyway, back to advancing the plot. I don't know if the hand worked or not.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this place has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Sure, Uncle. That's in the wrong spot. Oh yeah, I'll fix that later. Yeah. Something wrong? I mean, I trust your judgment, Fenrir. Torgal.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
I like how menacing and friendly you are, Lord Byron.
Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
We're gonna put our hoods on like we're not recognizable with our outfits. Like maybe Lord Byron could get away with it, but Clive, you haven't changed your clothes since the great genocide of your people earlier. And you're wearing your father's notorious armor. God, imagine wearing... Oh my god, she's got a dump truck. Sorry, what? We're certified for that, good lord.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Woman. Like, Alright, do you mean 100-year-old man or 100 men?
Squire?
We're lingering on her scene a little too long. I don't like this, chat. 100 men. She's gonna get bodied. Oh, good, she's not. Wait, is that... Hey, Ill, how you doing, friend? He is cute. This is true. Joshua. Still coughing up blood.
Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Type it in the chat, because I didn't want to talk over that important text or dialogue. The closest Clive and Joshua have been since capturing Ultima. Are we just gonna not run into each other at all here? I'll talk over most cutscenes, but the Joshua ones I feel like I need to pay attention to. I like the idea that Clive and Byron think that they're like blending in with their very, very specific type of armor.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead's skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Kupka, then.
You are not very quiet, Byron.
Let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
You are not very good at this, Byron.
Uncle?
Sorry.
I was too excited, my boy.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You're so close to meeting.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah.
Who's whispering?
Sure, you could spare us an hour or two. Come on. Friend.
Is that the people in the background whispering as they leave? But you, Byron, you clown, you absolute goober. Is the food that important? It's all over his beard and everything.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose.
It's all over his beard. Like, come on.
Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Oh, that's so stupid. Every scene with Byron has been great. I'll just be back here, boy. Gonna finish his food? Oh, alright, kill them all.
The outlaw! Take him!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
I'm doing great, Uncle. I don't recommend you punching me. It's a very bad idea. I don't know what they thought would happen, but clearly they didn't think very far. Ooh, hey, we got some of their skin, too. Cool. Friendship ended with Sid. Now it's Byron's best boy. Look, he's still eating. Have some more, please.
Trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
I love him so much. I wish he was my uncle. Wear their faces. Yes, we should, Mika. It's always... You have the best ideas for defeating our enemies and ruining their morale. It sounded more sarcastic than it was supposed to, because it was supposed to be legitimate. It's a great plan. And out the window. Oh, water's pretty.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Aliens come to Dead by Daylight? Nice! I would imagine that game's like a licensing nightmare, but they seem to be doing pretty well. And out the window. Sorry for destroying your bar. Again.
Clive?
He's gonna just miss them. That's okay to lose those two. They're great, but if they keep everything else, that's pretty impressive. I still have their blood on my faces. Their blood on my face.
It's nothing. Let's go.
You're as bad of a liar as I am being quiet, Clive. Nice! Typical Mika W. Hope you're still doing great, Il. Sorry if I didn't talk as much as I should have there. I was slaughtering my enemies. Kind of messed up that their slave tattoos have poison under them.
Before, we do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang.
Who are these nerds?
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Alright, let's go make some friends.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Let me buy some stuff, though.
Are you looking for something in particular?
My current sword's still better. Armor's still better. That's... Breath of Lightning. Uses the lightning rod cooldown.
My thanks.
I'll take another...
Excellent choice.
Some of those. This is 40k, right? Yeah, I don't have enough to justify buying that. Get the high potions.
My thanks. Here you are. Go with Gilbert.
Thank you. Alright, let's go find the richest, most attractive woman in this small desert town. Is it you?
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
Okay. How about you?
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me.
Uh-huh.
My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Throw some gold at him.
You wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Alright, cool. Alright, Lord Byron, this is your time to shine. A stall holder.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
He's pretty.
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
Okay.
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait.
Okay.
The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
Alright.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Uh-huh. But if he's the cover, or the son of...
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
No.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Okay. Hey, there's this guy.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Alright.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep...
Are you him? You Furda?
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
Oh, did we find him?
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
We talked to like 3 people.
Beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool.
Unsavory character.
It's in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Oh no, whatever will I do? Anyway. Ow. Oh god, why? Good job, Byron. You got him on the ropes. Ow. It's not gonna stop me from beating your friend's ass. It's just inconvenienced me a little bit. I messed up. I forgot how to dodge. It's been so long. Get him, Lord Byron.
Nice try. Too slow.
God, he's just doing sick combos to me, sir. Stop him. There we go. Well, anyway. We took 119 gold off their corpses. And their silk. And their bugs. Oh God, why? My organs. They're outgans.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
He's like limping. Okay, I'll lead the way. He's like, that dude's like bleeding out.
Plates and pots!
It's like, oh, can someone, and then he collapses and dies, so another guy has to come. And he's got the guy with the cauterized wounds is there to walk us the rest of the way. I've just put a whole narrative together in my head while listening to it. Oh, actually, do I have enough to level up? Nah, I'm not gonna use that. Eagle Punch, Spin Kicks, Fire Borbs. These all cost 1,000. I don't use this at all. Judgment Bolter. This ain't it. I'm 5 short from using this. That's Big Meteor Punch. Oh. There we go. More punchies. He looks scared.
Is this the place?
Yes, this is the leisure hole.
The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Delamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Uh-huh. Are we gonna, like, scratch your back?
What do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing.
Feel like you know that guy? I kind of feel like I know him too.
Nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the 2 travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
Is this string bean gonna stop me?
What do we need to do to earn your trust?
Trust I won't kill you. In Aladdin ass.
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Uh-huh.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
Yo, swaggering scruff.
I'll hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age?
Damn.
But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil.
All of it?
Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid.
What does that mean?
Until then, I bid you good day.
What's the trouble?
Trouble! If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Thank you, Byron.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call
But you didn't give me the information yet.
Apologies. A word of advice in recompense.
Uh-huh.
Follow the crystals.
Oh, God.
Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
I hate him.
It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play.
I like how pissed off Byron is at his snot.
Our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
I haven't actually seen you fight yet, so don't die. Alright, let's go
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
solve world hatred in this town or whatever.